contact from behind didn't look that much.
No. It's been pretty good with the set shots this year. Clutchy struck that well. All the way. He's up to 59 goals for the season. Collingwood get the first.
Out wide, goal set, Didak, great to see him back down towards the wing. Jolly takes the mark. Darren Jolly drives long down towards the attacking 50. Wood comes to the foot, he does nicely. Leading Forks. He's about 60 metres out. Miscues with a kick. It wobbles inside the forward 50 and Cracker. No stranger to this ground. Takes the mark 35 metres out directly in front. So in the wake of those fireworks to start proceedings, Cracker comes through. Fastest one in the world. The boundary throw in. Knocked down by Sandilands. Taken by Beams and he snaps. And that's a beauty. Out of nothing. Fremantle up and about. Clark from behind the pack. Opportunity for Beams. Missed by Thomas. He's over the football now. Tries to get the ball to Wood. Pushing the ball forward was Dawes initially. Stolen by Cracker. And Cracker kicks a miracle goal. Stealth.
Just one-on-one, he's impossible to shift Cloak. That's a long kick. Cracker's free.
Andrew Cracker! Advantage, advantage!
Heard the umpire. Swan releases young Sinclair. Now he should go over the top, and he does. Side bottom can run into an open goal, and Collingwood have got 6 in the opening turn.
The ball for Solo. Back in his hometown. Gets a hand pass to Swan. Swan almost waits for Johnson to catch up. Back it comes inside to Pendlebury. They're sweeping down the ground, a line of black and white. Swan for Solo. Lines up, goes long. Oh, wonderful team goal. That's a backbreaker. Sinclair, Davis with the path of Pendlebury. Seems like he's got all day, and generally he has. It goes to Cloak. High, up and under. They come from all directions. Sort of. A couple belated to go. Eventually Cracker weaves through the pack. Tries to lay it into the path of Swan. Uses Blair as a decoy. Turns around and kicks a goal. Nice.
A lovely kick. Swan cut it off. I think it was Didak's ball. But Swan just goes bang, crash. A bit like Lethal Lee there. A goal.
Takes a while to spot him, but eventually gets the ball there. He lays it off. Beams 55 metres out. Gives this one a ride. I think it's going to be okay. It is. Long-range goal for Dane Beams. They've lost their last 6. Blair, and it started with that 1-point loss against the West Coast Eagles. Maybe history could have been different if Ballantyne gets that goal. Like a goldfish. There goes the long kick. It's a beauty. Wow. Cloak is on song tonight. He's kicked 4.
A lot's been spoken of Travis Cloak's kicking style, and part of his training technique now incorporates headphones, where apparently he has the sound of a crowd through his headphones.
Well, eventually it comes to Fasolo. Fasolo goes down towards half-court. Cracker goes back, takes the mark. In front of Mzungu. So Cracker told to go now. Sets it down towards full forward. Spotted the vacant goal square and bounces it through for his 4th.
You get another chance. Goes to Myercheck. That time was a good matchup. It suited him against Miller. Cox is pushed back to the square. He's giving Ballard a terrible time deep. But Treloar's going to go on his own sweet way. What a lovely long bomb from Adam Treloar. Marking power was with Collingwood. Roughhead angles the kick in. There seemed to be uncertainty about who it was for. Thomas worked well with Adams. Inside 50, Brown only hesitated for a split second. The goals beckoned, and so did the lead.
More handballs than they like at the moment. Gold Coast, so 32 kicks, 25 handballs.
Treloar ran his full measure then to take full tile, which he does. Deep kick for Elliott. And the Pies have clicked into gear at the MCG. Just get that a little bit closer to goal, and then open up the angle for Treloar. Got Cox at the top of the goal square. That's where it's headed. Can they chop him off? No, they can't. Nicely timed run by the big fella. They chain it up with hands, and now the run and the dash from Crisp, who blew a tyre as he went to kick on the left boot. But great tackling from Crisp. And now the hands are terrific from Brown, and even better as Varco kicks to the square, and Sidebottom knows he can do the rest. And again, as Treloar goes long and wobbles it, almost for Elliott. That's a combination. We've seen a bit today off the left. Elliott, yes! He's hitting his straps as well. Adams was going to handball and wisely kicks. Oh, Brown rolled with it. Callum Brown just stabbed it to the top of the square. And Hoskin Elliott, using his natural attributes, takes them up.
Efficiency is more important than number of.
Drops a little short. Oh, Grundy. Oh, Brody Grundy. There's not much he can't do. Crisp for Elliott, who assessed. And then chose Varco. Strong in the air, and he too turns. They have got the Gold Coast Suns at 6s and 7s now. They put their path all the way through. Myercheck waits in the square. A look at the lips, and bang, she goes through from one end to the other. Martin cuts across the front of the pack, but Pendlebury came up with the ball, and Adams, and they chain up again by hand. Smart mover. Smart manoeuvre as well from Brown to the top of the square. The fist from Ballard was good. It's not done yet, and it's over now. Or is it? No, the boundary. Oh, he's tunneled it through to side bottom. How did Stale tamed and then set away again with Pendlebury. Back for Phillips, who plays the angles well to Adams, and Pendlebury comes and sneaks inside and then sets sail for goal. Bodie Grundy. Just curling away to the left on Hoskin Elliott. Started to mark them for fun in the second half, and he's going to line up for goal here, and the Pies fans love it. His 11th mark of the day. And his 4th goal, just to remind us all.
And Adams gets the kick away, bouncing ball to the wing. Good flat clear. Elliott is away. A one-on-one inside 50. Cloak. Carlisle back to the ball. Cloak had position 1A from the outset.
That's when he's virtually unstoppable.
They already had a sider, and it took them 20 minutes. But for the first time today, they're in front.
He's kicked 21 goals, 13 this year. Kicks from 49 metres. He's going to just make the distance, but he's got the accuracy, and that's all that counts. Broomhead screaming for it in the square. The little man with the big heart, he's at the back. And he's got it. Distance no problem, accuracy no problem. Broomhead gets his first goal for the season.
Sets it up to Monfries. He can run on if he wants to. Paul Stewart in the square, goes to the square. Brilliant, Keith. Got back, thumped it through. Outstanding.
But they have lifted Port. They're getting these repeat entries, but still unable to hit the scoreboard.
Let's see what they can do this time. Schultz was one of the flyers. Wingard waiting down. Left foot snap by Wingard is good. That's what they need. As you can see, he's outside 50, but he goes long. In towards Reid and Cloak. They're both there. Smart. Cloak out the back, kicks the goal.
Lumumba, another little fumble. Got out of trouble and doesn't quite hit his target. Still a chance at Dwyer. Around the body. Bizarre. Horrible, yet drop.
50, it is rushing back, and they are burning some fuel.
Side bottom, breaks free, parts the seas, hammers at goalward, kicks an absolute ripper. This is his 4th game, Ben Newton. White pumps it long, Cloak, one-on-one, Carlisle, Cloak! Straddled start, deliberate approach. Collingwood back in front.
The hand pass away towards Adams. Another one to Lumumba. Heredia outside 50. Towards Cloak. Got a hand to it, but that was all in the back. It doesn't matter because side bottom is there.
Hopsch, long bomb. Got plenty on it. And goal sack.
He pushed him into the post. He'll get a free kick here. Just gets a helping hand here.
Looks at the scoreboard. He knows 20 minutes gone. Doesn't hit it all that well. Touched on the line. Brought back into play. Might get a second grab at it. Does.
He'll kick from the same spot.
At least he's out of sight.
Can he kick it half a metre further?
To make it an 8-point margin.
He's gone higher.
Gets more shoe on it this time. Touched on the line again.
It was exactly the same spot.
4 seconds left.
Well, they've all bunched deep.
Only time for one crazy clearance. And that should do it. Huge roar from the Collingwood faithful. And is Collingwood picking up the pieces?
For the ball here, Adelaide. Can't afford to give away a cheapie at a clearance.
Not with 2.5 minutes remaining. Wellingham burst through Jarrett. Oh boy, wowee.
Hangover in rounds 1, 2 or 3. They always come about mid-season.
A bit more comfortable with himself. Crack a good little handball give and Collingwood into attack. Dawes is good. He's about 45 metres out directly in front. Kick on the way. Looks pretty good. Collingwood get one in the first half minute. Pendlebury give it to the right foot of Buckley. He said, no, I'm going to get back on my left. Now I'll give to you. Buckley from the pocket. Great ball. Touched on the line, was it? Goal. Goal it is to Buckley. Collingwood 2 in 2 minutes. A long time in the air. He's got a running Dawes who's just come off the bench. He says, you Shepherd, I'm the runner. A couple of bounces, a triple, a quadruple from 50 metres out. Shaw running towards goal. It's going to be a goal. One of the goals of the year from Heath Shaw.
He's a beautiful contested mark.
They tried him up forward. They didn't like him kick. He's kicking there, but he's worked down back. Off hands over the back. McCarthy can give it to Thomas. Thomas can run into an open goal. They are back within 13 points. Backing third quarter of football we are seeing.
Got to get more defensive here, Crows, because they're getting slaughtered, those centre clearances this
Look
quarter.
at that out of the middle. Blair, Beams couldn't hold on. Collingwood have got a 3-on-3 going here. In comes Dawes. John Cock. Picked up, Tarrant. Ball. Fast hands. Beams. Goal! Must be someone coming off the ground because Billy Clark, the official, waiting to give it to someone. Here go Collingwood out of the middle. Blair went the little pass. He missed close. Cracker sold some candy. Brings it back on the right. Remarkable goal from Andrew Cracker.
What a game.
Clever and clean was Crackua. Fourth quarter. Jacobs. Thomas done some damage. Has Dale Thomas. Cracker! Oh boy! Unbelievable jack in the box. What of the year moments ago. On to Didak. Let's see if he can get one to spin well. This time he does. It's a good-looking ball. Rutten got in front of Clove. Terrence the front and centre. He's a left footer. He nurses it home. Terrence kicked the goal. He says, come on. 17-point margin. Running support now. He's got it in the gold sack. From centre wing, Goldsack goes wide. Dawes on the hop here. Did well, turned his man inside out. Neat little kick back to ball. He's not a long kick. Gets this one over the top to Wellingham. Really tough angle. 25-metre kick. Wellingham comes in. Good looking ball. It's a goal. Collingwood have got 2 in 2 minutes and they're back to 11 points. Poke around the corner. Jacobs involved here. In the end, Van Berlo. Harry O'Brien with the intercept mark. He hoped Wood was a runner. It's a horrible kick around the corner. Here's Tarrant. Gave it to Didak. On the Cracker. Lovely hands. Cracker kicks the goal. They're within 1 goal. Run his legs off, Andrew Cracker. He landed on the moon at one stage. And a free kick, Pendlebury.
The pressure's building.
They were down 30 points 38 minutes ago. Tambling comes in from 50 metres out. Kick is a long one. It's a goal! Collingwood have hit the front! Near the boundary line.
Luke Ball.
He goes long and deep to that man.
Jeez, he's a smart kid.
Well, the smart play.
There's no way Luke Ball will run around here. This will be a drop punt every day. From about 12 metres out, Luke Ball. 20 minutes ticked over. Big kick in this game. He kicks the goal. Collingwood by 7 points. Told by the umpires to get on with it. I reckon the distance will really test him. He's going in the barrel. He's going the torp here. Thomas gets onto it. It's a miracle kick. Thomas has unloaded the biggest barrel of his career.
Focus up here.
Tarrant for 7 straight for Collingwood. Comes in. He's kicked the goal. don't start to celebrate. They have ejected themselves out of their seats. I knew could kick him consistently. Here's Pendlebury, goes forward. Tarrant again, enjoyed the spell up forward. Here's Cracker. Gathers, kick around the bodies, kick a goal. You are a remarkable machine, Andrew Cracker. 8 minutes. Swan again. Over the top there was Thompson. Comes to ball. Wellingham. 11 Collingwood goals in a row.
Goldsack is the deep man. Takes something off the kick. Goldsack won't compete. In from the side, Elliott.
The basic defensive principle, if your opponent flies, you go too.
Jamie Elliott. Sharp angle, kick is on the way. He likes it. I think it's good. Cross towards Pendlebury, went to the ground. McCaffer, side bottom, hard against the line. Kicks, and there he is, ghosting across the front of the pack. Go, little man. The Humboldt Penguin goes in and kicks a goal. Wriggles free. Tries to go in short and succeeds. Taken by Dwyer. That was ambitious. Taking a risk could pay off. Dwyer lines up. He have the run around the outer wing. Gets one from centre half forward. Terrific. To it, couldn't take the mark. Involuntarily came back to him. Slips it to Clark. Wonderful, wonderful work by Cloak with the body. The shepherd. And as a result, Clark snaps a goal.
Yeah. Read it pretty well, and then on the left foot, kicks towards Shaw, who worked his way under the ball brilliantly, running hard. He's such a skillful player, and Collingwood are charging back. Went back towards Shaw. Pendlebury keeps the ball in. Brilliantly done to Sinclair goal. Thought his way through it, Pendlebury.
Dwyer turned his man inside out. Goes to Swan. Long ball, and the big guy almost hung on. The little guy gets the crumb and puts it through.
Gets it to Lynch. Back to Clark.
Free.
They're off again. Well, this guy has been a real factor. He's kicked 3. He's about to kick his 4th. He's had more space than anybody today, and that hurts. Collingwood. McCaffer. Tuvey, I should say, on the right side. Good kick. Before today, a chance to get a handful for the first time. It's a good kick. Oh. It's a great kick. He's kicked 5. Carazzo, handballed it to Pendlebury, and now Pendlebury off 50. Well, there you go. That's a full stop on this match. Hoskin Elliott again. Those 3 goals late in the match and more. So always a big watch on him.
More. Inside 50, low ball, good ball. Fasolo presented nicely. So Alex Fasolo, reasonably close to the man on the mark, and that's a nice stroke of the footy. That is a brilliant kick. That'll do his confidence wonders.
Almost breaks the heart of the Collingwood players.
Fasolo, snap for his second, got it. Fasolo's got a couple.
So White, Sinclair, Crispin in scoring position, make it 3 goals. This now's a big start. Can they build here? Adams, neat kick. That's what they did in the opening turn. And White, difficult kick for him. Same number of goals for Collingwood coming back. Wow. What a goal.
Bounce for White, wasn't so good over the top, was Foot, but collecting the ball in mid-air was Taylor Adams. He looks downfield for Solo short, but that's not a good option. But this one is, look at Varco, gets a good bounce, and he's on his way to goal. 30, 20, 15, closing. Varco goals for Collingwood early. Grundy just lost contact of Sinclair, then recovered down the throat of Treloar. Was brilliant stoppage work. Treloar loves to bounce. Got the give and go back as well from Brewman. From 52 out, lets it rip. Needs a skinner and got it. Treloar, what brilliant play it was.
Greenwood's hands tonight have been so impressive, and that's a neat kick. And Hoskin Elliott, he kicked late goals last week, didn't he? I think 3 in the last quarter.
Collingwood fan growing up this man. What a moment this would be.
It's not a bad kick. Oh, it's a goal. Treloar's been outstanding. Parker, Collingwood are going to win. Collingwood are going to win. They have. They've come to Sydney and flattened the Swans. and turn them into an 0-3.
Here's in front, tackled to the ground by Harvey. Well done by Harvey, working hard. Cloak for Solo, gets it away to Grundy, who winds up a goal and kicks it through for a much-needed one. They get their third.
Captain of the Box Hill Hawks, and since he debuted, Sam Gibson, he has not missed a game. What a find he has been. Jesse White, well done. They need this, the Pies. Kicked 4 goals, 1 last week, a PB for himself, 14 for the season. The Pies simply desperate for this. Well, that's outstanding. Tough spot, wet day, perfect kick.
Incorrect disposal. Blair plays on to Adams. 52 metres out, goes down towards full forward. Cloak gathers, turns, kicks a goal. Turnover on the wing, and Cloak gets his first. Two of the new boys. White comes back towards the middle. Terrible kick. Blair takes the intercept mark. Goes looking for Witts. Thompson couldn't get there in the nick of time. As a result, Crisp runs to 50. Long bomb. It's an accurate one. Collingwood storming back into it.
7 in this match, and right now momentum with the black and white. Blair off the ground, hurried ball forward. Well done, Billy Elliott. Lost his man. Has he kicked a goal? Absolutely has. 6 in a row to the Pies. All 6 in this term. Ferrito. Ball now ends up with Pendlebury. As always, so much time to Fasolo. Long ball, top of the square. Who's there? Side bottom! Can you believe this? Suddenly, it is raining goals for Collingwood. This is extraordinary stuff.
He's been outstanding today, Alex Fasolo. His pressure in the forward half, been great to see.
Has one for the afternoon, threading it back.
The whole ball has to be across the line, so... Did that come from the goal umpire? Well, that's your answer there. 100% correct decision. That's why we have it.
That's a big one too. Kicks inside the forward 50. Cloak manoeuvring at it. Got boot the ball. Tense for White. White head down. Clashes with McMillan. Ball still live and brilliantly done. Elliott puts it through for number 4. Aligned himself and got the angle perfectly.
A bouncing ball. Inside 50. Tough spot. Who's at the fall of the ball? Dane Swan. 6 touches for the term. More than anyone else. Out on the ground. Second goal of the afternoon. Pies back in front. Adams just stops, retreats. Forward ball. Tarrant. Well, left it go. DeGoey off the ground. Fasolo. Quickly. Forward. Elliott. Not quite. Blair. Hasn't scored this afternoon. Well, big goal from a small man, his first. Pies out to a 10-point lead.
In that third term, when Collingwood rattled on 9 unanswered goals, there's the siren, a famous victory. Elliott for 5. For the second consecutive week, he puts through a goal that really says it all. They never stopped.
Mason Cox again, big contest, sticky hands. You speak about his ability to reach and take the ball at the highest point. Not quite so there, but he's become a real target.
And it's going to be on. Both teams love to score. Not centred around defence. They've got good defences, but they love this part. Stevenson, right foot, nada! Collingwood get their second. Cox, I am noticing that the umpires are calling play on the moment a free kick is given. Here's Cox again for his second, yes! Mason Cox has kicked his second in the first quarter.
Wins the battle, as always, goes by hand, works it forward. Main found the footy. Adams to Pendlebury to goal. It's gone all the way. Pendles gets the job done. It cleanly takes a bounce. Looks inside 50, gives it off, might get it back in just a moment. Over the top went Dacos. Little one to Treloar. He's found his man. Brilliant delivery. Well done, Pies. Hoskin Elliott gets another.
Picked up by DeGoey. Here's the left foot pass. Looking for Stevenson. Couldn't get it on the half volley. Now Neville. Neville sees him coming. Got him. Didn't make contact. Didn't give out Stevenson. Advantage paid. And Thomas marks. Big rap from Tim as we look at Josh Thomas. And for a 19-point Collingwood lead, nearing half-time, he kicks his second. See what they can come up with to get him up. Phillips, handball. Thomas did well. Shape to give it to Law. Slid back inside and goal.
Third term. Chance for Trelaw. He's got Neil Bullen chasing, happy to back himself. Driving ball forward. Who's at home? Stevenson turned, almost completed it. Kicks an absolute ripper.
Minutes to go in the game. Hoskin Elliott leaping, but there's not much to like about Melbourne right at the moment. Side bottom, can they conjure anything up? Taylor Adams was going to go the drop punt. He went the Nana. He went the Nana. Kicks his first of the day. In fact, it was Scharenberg there in low, and he receives from Langdon. Goes down the line. Good grab taken by Myercheck. Adams, deliberate end-on-end ball along the ground to side bottom, who's been one of their great players today as well. Trelaw marks, runs, plays, goals. Got his first.
He's hurt himself there. Pulled up a little propping. Side bottom. Blair.
Numbers everywhere for Collingwood here.
Pendlebury. We should be able to put this in the book. Strolls to 45 and drills it like the class act he is. The Pendlebury, again, fantastic in heavy traffic. Varco's his target, sits on him. Eagles, let it get behind. Hoskin Elliott needs to think his way through it. Varco hands it over. Main will enjoy that. It is perfect out there. Side bottom, Pendlebury. Side steps, go to Trelaw. Wow. Perfect looping handball so he can get it and go. And does he go? Blasts it long. That's perfection. That's as good as it gets from Collingwood. Pulls the kick late. More. Bullet pass. On the same page there. Gets a few boos. Gee, not bad. Brilliant. That's what it is. Lyndon Dunn. He hits a good spot with that kick. And Harris Andrews drops it. Thomas crumbs it. Eyes light up. Should never have, but did, and did it brilliantly. Absolutely superb. And he blasts it over the back. Chance for the lead for Phillips. He dropped it. Might crumb it. Breaks free. Shows some poise and drills it. Side bottom sits it up. Big Charlie went up high. Brought it to the ground and he's hurt himself, Charlie Cameron. Stevenson had a chance to go. To Varco. On his left. Time to steady. Never in doubt. Law. He's going to have to be the man now. He's on his left. Puts it back to a good spot. Stevenson. Nice pluck.
Beautiful
Got
kick.
a little hang time. Top of the square. Puts it in his direction and he backs into it. He's kicked 3-2. Distance not a worry. And he puts one in the bank early in this last quarter. More calls for him. Got options aplenty. Crocker looks up. Main leads back at him. And he's still got Hoskin Elliott if he wants him. And he wants him. Hoskin Elliott, open goal, pushed on it. And they were a little slack there, the Lions. Wide to Phillips, who can get and go. Can he give them a nerve settler? Time to size it up. Goes to the pocket. DeGoey. He's been the man. He's kicked 4-2 this afternoon. He's got some wow factor about him. He's got 5. Phillips, does he keep it alive? He does. He rolls it in the DeGoey direction. He left it. He got it. He fed it on. That was brilliant. Stevenson, and it's over.
Didn't close the arm. DeGoey spins off the stoppage. No problems at all. DeGoey at least a goal in each of his past 13 games.
So Phillips puts it to about 30. Mason Cox just went underneath it, and well, McGovern or Cox, the umpire says.
Man in front. No.
For the lead. Umpire does not move. Pies in front on a Friday night.
Look, Cox has actually competed quite well. He's brought the ball to the ground most of the time he's been in it, which has been great. You're not going to get them all, especially with the quality that he's up against.
Elliott forces the contest. Here's a chance for the Pies. Involved again on the left. Terrific to Myercheck. He can have a look at his...
There and took it, plays on. A little bit of smarty pants about that. Maybe he was caught in two minds. Darling tries to fend all comers off. And Quainer and Pendlebury sandwich him. Brown onto Crisp again. A deep ball. Cox got the set here, should Mark does. So Cox for his third goal. Nurses and caresses that through. No problems at all.
Wait, Barras. He flew. Redden picks it off, gives. Nelson will make it Shepherd. He took too long. Pies.
Time in forward half in this quarter. Amazing figure of 72%. And Myercheck marks. So this is a monster kick. Myercheck needs to slot it from 35 to get it back to 7 points. No problems. Collingwood back in touch.
So no floated ball, Wayne Carey says. Hit it with an angle. Main floats it into the pocket. Where's Barras? Where's McGovern? Myercheck hands to it first. Cole, not quite. De Goey snaps. De Goey goals. It's a 1 point game. De Goey was brilliant.
Collingwood are going to win it. Van Rijn there. Phillips as well. Gaff. They're going to win the Magpies. They have out-grunted the West Coast Eagles here with a massive, massive win. Their coach couldn't be more delighted. And the players come from everywhere. They are a genuinely excited bunch.
Just saw how tall Cox is there. He had Haynes in front of him. He still got it to ground.
Zach Williams took the kick in. He wanted Whitfield. It was an awkward ball for him. Phillips, Mason Cox, long way down there. Josh Thomas is going to kick the first goal.
They moved the ball that quickly. They're a high possession team, and the Giants can't get set at all.
Look at big Brody Grundy running like a wingman, and then lace-out kick. Taylor Adams finds De Goey. It is all Collingwood.
They're getting De Goey deep, and they're going to back him in every time.
Williams, Sorryling has just hacked it back in. 13-4 from set shots, Josh Thomas, so he's been good at this. The kick's going to work from left to right. Electric start for him and he...
There's time for another score here. Coming out, Haynes, lob back. De Goey boots a ball on the siren. Jordan De Goey scores. And there's a bit going on here. They're coming from everywhere. This has got all in brawl all over it. De Goey wants a piece of lob. Players are coming everywhere. It is a genuine all-in scrap.
Cox intercepts Delidio. Big Mason back inside 50 to an outnumbered situation. Front and centre, Myercheck. No, it's Hoskin Elliott. Now Myercheck outside of the boot. 2 in a row, Collingwood. Cox tried to spike it down the ground, was unable to achieve anything out of it. Varco now, in fact it was Treloar now forward. Here is Varco. Travis Varco. First blood, Magpies. Having a big game. That ball's going to work. I'm not sure it was meant for Myercheck, but it got him. De Goey one out. Goes in that direction. Late fist. Cox got a nice little touch in there. Grundy. Did Hoskin Elliott mark the footy? Yes. To run around and kick 2 in a row for Collingwood. Look out.
And it will be the Magpies and the Tigers. The last time they met in the final was the 1980 grand final. We're going to see it again Friday night. There's your siren. Collingwood are victors and go through to the prelim final.
Kick from McCaffar. Got used to the big stage last year. Here's Didak. Tuvey. And Dane Swan. You're not quite for Pendlebury. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
In Pendlebury's hands. Every time it's in his hands, something happens. Distance too far out for ball.
And he realised that. And Dane Swan is well within range.
They will sleep, the doggies.
5 goals, 4 from set shots, but 18-22 for the year. That'll improve his record.
Didak, Johnson, Pendlebury again, danger man, drilling it. He's cloak. Now sometimes the tougher ones are somehow more easily kicked. This would be a crusher from almost on the line. It is never offline. Reid again. It's a matter of time for the Magpies. There are numbers there, and it'll be Lee Brown lining them up. Missed last week, suspended, but 14 goals from his last 7 games, and he's on his average right now with a goal before half-time. Have a significant break on the board, and here goes Maxwell, and he just rams it forward in his no-nonsense way, and he gets a result for Collingwood. And this just to steady things and calm his coach a little, and he does it.
Who started the game so well. Swan, Pendlebury, back to Swan, no one back in the goal square. Davis will get there and put it through. His first of the night.
Working like a Trojan at the moment. Didak, that's a very clever kick for side bottom. Just defensive for a moment to set up Johnson. Bulldog down in there, and Swan's going to run into an open goal. He doesn't even need to.
So just think about how you change your preparation.
While you think about it, Lloydie, watch the skills of the Pies and watch Scotty Pendlebury in full flight.
It's a big call. Here go the Magpies again. Thomas out in front of Didak, their leading goal kicker. Not on the board tonight. I reckon he will be in a moment. He sure is.
His ball handling is wonderful to watch. Blair and then moving forward again. Didak just getting a bit of warm-up going here. He's still got some more to give. Didak from the pocket. And they're going
Better build up, Collingwood. They've got something going now. Elliott kicks to the pocket. Can they get on the end of it? Cloak trying to search for it. White's quick. He should kick a goal at long last. Pressure on. Well done, Pendlebury. Really building here, Pendlebury. Good kick to full forward. He's got Swanee, and Swanee's got a goal. And Collingwood, centimetre by centimetre, edge their way back.
Young plays on. Centre. Someone can get hold of this. They'll have a shot. Opportunity. Blair was in there. Fletcher did well with the clearing kick. 3 on 2 here. And Grundy marks. Gives it to Elliott. Elliott launches from 50. High footy. Won't get the journey. Hurley flies. But I think it's a Collingwood mark to side bottom. It is. Hurley complains, but side bottom has taken a beauty. Runs. Plays on. Collingwood have kicked 3 in a row to dig themselves out of a deep hole. End of the ground in this quarter. McCaffer, the tagger. Just short of where it needed to be. Blair, quick hands, Pendlebury. Got Melksham all over him. Goldsack on the side bottom. But a couple side bottom in a row. Collingwood 4 in a row. Hands on a Cloak. Just pulled the kick, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then in the end, a partial smother. Hooker. Gee, put his mate under pressure. Aspie. Here is Goldsack, left foot snap. This is unbelievable. Collingwood have kicked 5 in a row, and it's a 1-goal margin.
At the back, Beams waiting with Hibberd. Side bottom's already kicked a couple. Can't quite get a handle. Back to Beams. Back to full forward. Again a bouncing ball. Cloak lumbering a little. Strong. He's got 3. Side he's got 3. Scores a level. Yes. All square.
Quarter to put Collingwood 30 points down. A real difficult angle. He needs to work it left to right. I tell you what, the goal umpire did not move. White's got 2.
Posed himself. Thomas off a step. Hooker got a bad bounce. Swan, chance here. He can run this Swanee. He's going to arch his back and take them on. Gets to the pocket. And yes, he does. Oh, that was huge.
They just have to see whether he's okay and when he's okay.
Swan, Pendlebury, Swan, bursting through Swanee. He's kicked his 3rd. He's made a difference in the premiership quarter.
He's been involved in everything in the last quarter. Watson, handball wide. Gleeson had a look, didn't go with the body. This way and that away for Elliott. The same with the little man Blair. Gets it back to Elliott. He can line up here, Elliott. It's a drawing goal. Elliott's kicked a beauty.
Particularly late in the game, and then get your ground level players to swarm to the fall of the ball.
So real chance here for Collingwood. Ball well done. Terrific tackle coming from the stand. Swanee's got 4.
Here's Witts. Driving footy. Grundy! Completely. You might want to give some thought to an Anzac Day medalist, Lingy and Lee and Tim. I'd be interested in your thoughts. Here is Grundy from 50 out. He's threaded the needle so superbly. That is a monster kick from Grundy. Listen to the fans. They absolutely love him. 91,731 have come today to see Collingwood win by 23 points.
A real mark, really.
Well.
Move it on, play on. So decides to put it to centre half forward. Big fly, Dawes.
Just so hard against Collingwood when they
cuts inside the forward 50 by their big guys. So Dawes' first kick was a shocker. That's better. So Cloak and Dawes, the big guys, get the first 2 goals for the Pies. Paid 2v to Jolly, free kick.
Darren Jolly.
That's the way I think it.
Just watch you grab me early.
Okay.
Puts my arm in there.
Okay.
And holds it in.
Yeah, what I seen was pretty. Yeah, okay.
What Josh Gibson was talking about.
So more than half an hour since a Collingwood goal, and Jolly has been pretty good.
Hodge slaps it down. White cross under pressure. That's holding the ball. Well done, Thomas. He's played on Pendlebury. Why? That's because he saw Dawes on the lead. Maybe.
Yes, all's well, it ends well for Collingwood, but I think the taking the advantage wasn't probably the advantage compared to a set shot from 30 metres out.
So Dawes directly in front, going at his second. Collingwood's fourth. The lead out to 21 currently. This to pull it back to 15. My word, they needed that. He's got 2.
Instead of 60 metres away, they should have been 40.
Yeah, that's right. They've got to know your teammates under pressure. Come into the space towards him.
Good kick. Shaw, now Blair's got some space. Cloak the go-to man. This will test him, and Gibson. Brilliant. Cloak. Goal.
Pass, Jolly's got it. Measures the kick, goes to Cracker. Side bottom continues his run. 60 metres outside bottom. Long ball. Favours Dawes. He's booted a couple. Huge kick this one. It's on the way. And it splits the middle.
Not sure how many we're going to have, but they are going to be oh so important. Balls kick to Dawes. Davis is a lovely kick. Left foot going and going. It's a goal. And Collingwood within a kick.
Through the pressure in those forward surges.
Third up, Lewis.
Lewis, and here is Swan. Deep in the pocket. He's kicked the goal.
Very good.
Hodge at one end, Swan at the other.
He spread them like Freddie Mercury's teeth. In he comes. Kick is on the way. The biggest kick of the night. And he puts it straight through the middle. So cool earlier. The stakes so high. Ball throws it on the boots. And like Swan before him, he's kicked a magnificent goal out of that pocket. Swan has other ideas. Lewis brilliant. Rioli's got the footy. Rioli run down from behind, holding the ball. And Collingwood, I think, from here can run down the clock.
16 contested possessions for Dale Thomas out of his 20. 9 tackles.
It's the best match of 2011 so far, and Collingwood win. Up by Farko. He's been in 5 prelims before tonight. Thomas running hard, lovely kick to the goalie. Hooking, it's a goal. He's kicked the first. Oh, it's a beautiful thing if you're a Pies supporter.
He wasn't quite ready for it. Picked up by Myercheck again. Adams, they're going to unload here. Main to Barco. Back inside. Good spin by Greenwood. Probably should have given it off. Goes himself for the high ball. Got to go here, McIntosh. He did. He was the meat and the sandwich. And then the head over the ball from Asprey. But he forgot to take it. He took the physical punishment, but not the ball. Handball to Crisp. Crisp on the run. There's Collingwood's 3rd goal. Now did well to get it away. Gee, they're playing well at the moment, the Pies. Grundy, magnificent. Farko, the outside runner, and Thomas. He's a goal kicker. Couple of bounces. Could have gone all the way. away. Centering ball. Myercheck's got to beat a couple. What a double gander. Down to the last minute and a half of the quarter. Tagoe, left foot snap, another one. Collingwood here with 5 first quarter goals. Off the ground, straight into the waiting arms of Talor. Cox is the biggest man there.
They're just running all over the top of them, Collingwood.
So Adams, Cox again. Oh, it's getting better.
Oh, he's getting
bigger and better.
He's staring at him, Bruce.
What has Collingwood unleashed here? We're seeing the future of the game, perhaps. It looks different, doesn't it?
That's a
what a grab.
Sets it up. Cox again. I cannot believe it. You've got to go back to Billy Graham at the MCG for an American to dominate like this. Can he guide it through? Yes, he can. 3 of the very best. Myercheck from that stoppage. Adams, Main, side bottom, ping pong. He could kick this, Crisp. He could kick this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Side bottom again. Crisp again. And he gets good length to fall forward to going. Oh, what a mark.
Play on. He's come off sideways on the mark. Now he sends it high to the goal square. Tagoe there. Myercheck in front, out the back. Tagoe kicks an open goal. He's kicked his 4th.
Grundy has dominated here and he's got Grigg against him. Undersized, and there you go, Duck. There you go to Pendlebury. And then with a high ball, where's Tagoe? There he is against Grimes. Grimes worked him under. Asprey, Myercheck. Oh, can you believe it? What does Steve Waugh say? You drop the cup.
Collingwood have had the answers in the end. Lambert in front of Main. Rioli. McIntosh. Back to Rioli, tried to take him on, and Ash was like a trailer hanging on. They're just looking to get back in rhythm and in control.
Cox again, I mean, it has been a colossus tonight. Grundy and Nankervis have been at it all night. Pendlebury belting forward. Tagoe, still Tagoe, little squeeze. Talor might. Does he? Oh, he does. He gets what they needed.
He can run, jump and launch.
Still right in the balance here at the moment. Grundy can get it out of the balance. 33 points. That could be it. Collingwood will go in to the 2018 grand final. A famous victory on the back of this man here.
Everything Harry does, he does with flair.
Races away, kicks inside the forward 50. Cloak.
suck forward now. We've talked about Travis's Cloak's goal kicking, and this is that in-between distance, 30 metres. This will be a really important confidence booster for him and his team.
Well, he's kicked 15 goals in 8 previous games against the Cats, including 2 hauls of 4, and this one is okay.
Maxwell bends that back and runs away and then kicks to half forward. Didak in a one-on-one, and then Lee Brown bursting forward, and then with a ball burst to the full forward, it's bounced the right way. Oh, he's a magician. That's not the Lee Brown we used to know, is it?
Dawes wants it long. Can he go the trip? No, but chipping in short. A high 41 back in 06. 16 goals in 14 finals. Mercurial player, Didak. And the mercury is rising. Collingwood fans consented. Forward 50, ill-directed Scarlett.
Running off half back to Ling, and then back to Scarlett, and back into trouble, and Beams gets the footy. And he's got an open goal square. They'll work something out here. Pendlebury, bang, goal. He's kicked tall. Belting it forward in that combative style. McCaffrey to Shaw, out wide. Johnson's a left footer, but he loaded up. He might. Here he goes. He's done it. They've kicked 7.
Joel Corey in trouble. Into the path of Didak. Didak pokes it, wasn't 15, doesn't matter. Comes across to side bottom. Kicks his first goal against Geelong. Terrific stuff. Ricocheted off Cloak. Side bottom got
to Swan. And then Swan off that one-step lovely kick. Timed it beautifully to Cloak.
Beams.
Cloak, such a target. There is Beams, yeah.
Magnificent kick, wasn't it? Around the contest, he's a big body and mate. You've got to win the contest against Collingwood. You've got to win the contested situation.
He's kicked 25 goals this year, the youngster. He's 7 goals, 10 though from set shots. That one's looking okay, straightening up. And Collingwood get to 10.
Coming out by Ben Johnson on the chest of side bottom, goes to Swan. How the heck did he get out of that? Kicks long down towards full forward, end to end, McCaffer. If McCaffer gets this, he'll become the 12th goal kicker for Collingwood tonight, and he puts it through.
Footy they might change.
Yes.
Love black and white, I would have thought, Metallica.
They wouldn't like this noise from the fans.
Pendlebury kicks inside 50.
Travis Clyde.
Half goals. There you go. He's got 3 for the night. He's going to be feeling good next week.
Comparative to July.
They're there. They're into another grand final of the Pies.
Towards the attacking 50. Dawes brilliant. Knocked it to Cloak. Cloak the long ball. Season. Just on the ground. 5 career goals. And this will test it to kick the first goal in the grand final. Not too many. Probably not even here. Goal set, kicks it. O'Brien, barely the 15 goal set, playing on the forward line at the moment. That's a good kick. Beams has got it just inside the 50. Johnson is on. Johnson's got it. Too slow. Huge kick this one. Ben Johnson runs to the 50. It's beautiful off the boot. How sweet it is. Got men back. Rebold in the middle. Calling for the football. Schneider. Will he give it to Rebold? He will. Rebold runs in. Touched off the boot. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? Wonderful chase by Heath Shaw. He came up behind him like a librarian. He never heard him. No surprise, everybody else in the library is shouting. He's got
And banging. Thomas, not quite. Might get a second crack. McCaffer kicks the goal. They've kicked the first 3.
Get to Didac. Oh, good work by Cloak. Didac is on. Didac goes in. There's no repeated score.
Kenya short. He went the wrong way here. And the bouncing ball. Jolly's onto it. Still Jolly. Well, this is costly. McCaffer kicks his second.
But right at the moment, McAvoy is just getting into defence, and Jolly plays that well.
What an acquisition he's been. In Melbourne to the Swans to Collingwood. This one is working back. It's beautiful. Hayes looking to find a way through into Dawson. Hacked out of midair. Dawes! Oh, that is Dawson!
Hayes, third man up. Willingham rows it and kicks the goal. Just to fall forward. Swan waiting. Willingham from the side. Swan's going to kick a goal. They're home, you would think. I know it's a long way to go, but they're killing them now.
Saints kick forward towards half forward there by side bottom. Opportunity for Didac. Smothers the ball, runs onto it, hooks. It's bending back. Yes. Oh, Blake kicked it into Didac. That was wonderful by the number 4. Didac across the boot, but that wasn't enough. Quentin found his own ball.
Yeah. Murray Wiedemann, one of the 3 living captains, is the youngest ever premiership player at 17 in 1953, and side bottom kicks another one. And Collingwood get past 10 goals today. Reid at the other end's been very good. We know that Wellingham and McCaffer and side bottom and Beams have continued to emerge. Tuvi's a better player, but this guy's been a very important part of all of it. Oh, how sweet it is. And he is very much like his surname, isn't he, Heath? He's...
Oh, look at the Collingwood prove.
So ball forward.
Towards the pocket. Interesting. 2 Saints fell over. Dawes hand passes to the goal square. Thomas turns around and pops it through on the bounce. Was flattened anyway. Doesn't matter. Goal is stand.
He was 2 in the same draft that Pendlebury was 5.
Oh, good draft.
What a good kick.
The Collingwood crowd's now cheering. It's a 50-metre penalty.
We know that. He's 50 out. It's a beautiful kick. He's jumped out of the thinking chair.
Taken on the outer side, Shaw. Who might have told you, Tom? Here's Shaw, 55 metres out short, one Wellingham. Wellingham is through, runs into an open goal and kicks it.
Nothing tough about that.
Pass, almost an involuntary mark there to Wellingham. Turns around, goes long, side bottom. Anything the Saints can muster at one end, Collingwood doing better at the other. Runs around, and that is the cream. They're home, well and truly, but they may not be home later tonight. I'm suggesting the early hours of tomorrow morning.
So Collingwood win by their greatest ever margin in a grand final. It doesn't get better than that.